All right, have not fans. This is something I've brought up in a few videos over the past week, and we know in the upcoming tonight, Bananas Foster, 9 p.m., March 10th, the mid-season finale of the Haves and the Have-Nots season 7. In the preview, we know that Kyle and Jim are finally going to be talking, and we know that Jim wants to still get the Jennifer Salison case moved up from the state local level to the federal level. So if Kyle is able to get the case, then it will be a situation that George wouldn't be able to, I guess you could say, prosecute the criers. But Kyle's like, hey, that little favor you did for me, it doesn't measure up to what you're asking me to do because now there's a murder charge on it. So basically, I think that the leverage that Jim has is the leverage that Jim has is something that can actually help him rather than hurt him. And before going any further, if you are new to the channel, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That goes for everyone. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content. Check me out on social media. Links are in the description below. And for this video, let's set a goal of 125 likes. So I think that the fact that Mitch pretty much threatened Jim and the fact that if you come anywhere near the Young family, then I'll just have to tell my grandmother that, ooh, well, when we went to go save Benjamin Young, Candace Young's brother, there was actually a shooting that happened and I was shot at, but luckily it missed. And guess who was the one that did the kidnapping? Oh yeah, it was Jim Cryer, same guy who just so happened to let Warlock out of jail. And as a result of that, I was caught in the crossfire between Warlock and Benny. Remember that? Remember how bad things got there? And the last Have and Have Not video I need to record at this moment will be the one where I break down Mitch's conversation with Jim. So really, I think at the end of the day, given the fact that Jim is not going to let this go, but there's literally nothing he can do at this point in time that could actually give him the money back due to the fact that the Malones are someone he doesn't want to trifle with, which again, I think that wasn't a good call writing wise, that you would be pissed off at Akil for not doing what the Malones said, because like Jim, you know how formidable the Malones are, and Akil is just one guy, and you have a gang of Malones telling him what to do. Pretty sure it wouldn't have been smart for him to do anything other than what they said to do. So now when it comes to Jim telling Kyle some leverage, it's like, oh, you know, Candace still has those millions of dollars that she took from me. Okay, so what? I've already used that in the bad press that was sent out, and guess what? It was able to be spun around. But did I tell you that she's actually affiliated with the Malones now? Oh, really? And remember, way back when, what was this? When Benny got arrested at the hospital. When did this happen? When was Benny arrested? Was that after Quincy Jr. was killed, or was it when? No, it wasn't when he went to see Veronica after the accident. So I want to say that, yeah, Benny got arrested. That was like the only brief moment that Benny and Justin met face to face. So then Benny was in the interrogation room, and it was like a regular cop would come in. Then someone from like the FBI or Secret Service would come in. It was like an interchangeable thing where they were asking for DNA and whatnot because, oh, you know, Mitchell Malone. Yeah, well, his family is under investigation by the federal government because of terrorism and acts of terrorism and whatnot. So look, Candace being a con artist and everything like that, that's one thing. But being affiliated with the Malone family, that ain't going to be a good look. Not to mention, you could also make the argument that if the Malones get a lot of traction due to Candace Young, Mama Rose is going to lose it. So I think that Candace's alliance is not going to be long term. It's really going to blow up in her face, which once again, I'll get into once I talk about Mitch in its own video. So I think, believe it or not, Jim does have the leverage that Kyle would want in order to assist him with, helping out Catherine and getting this Jennifer Salison and Black Sedan hit and run case off their backs. So Jim isn't out of it just yet, guys, in my opinion. And also, you know that Kyle's going to do everything he can if it means sticking it to Conley and Charles due to the fact that, Conley said there's going to be an entire investigation on this branch of the Justice Department, and the fact that Conley's farting in his chair. I mean, Kyle is petty, being robbed of what, a couple hundred or a couple $1,000s by Candace, and he's trying to blow up her reputation and Charles at the same time. And Conley, farted in his chair. Honestly, I'll be pissed off too. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Will Jim and Kyle once again form an alliance? Will the Malones be brought down, or will, I guess you could say, the heat be put on the Malones even further if Candace Young is involved with them and that's getting the attention of the general public? So with that being said, make sure you catch me in the next video. I'm about to record the Mitch one right now. This will be video number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be video number 7. And if there are any clips that are released from tonight's mid-season finale and it's information that I haven't already covered, then I'll definitely go into detail. But if it's kind of a redundant scene of two characters just talking about nothing, I'm just going to wait until the episode is over to talk about it. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you all later.